Everybody, I think it'd be a great idea for no particular reason whatsoever. You all applauded wildly right now. Woo! Yes. Well done. Absolutely wonderful. Welcome to the MOPCO. My name is Michael Burns. I'll be your host this evening. The show tonight is Real Life, the Improv, and three fascinating individuals have volunteered to be interviewed by myself. And the improvisers, who we will meet in but a moment, will kind of bounce off of some of the answers to questions that I ask. So people being interviewed, just be willing to be interrupted, because that will happen. But it's a good-natured process, so I don't think I'll have a problem with that. And we got to get these improvisers on and get them warmed up. So without any further ado, please welcome the Mop and Bucket Company. Here they come. Yes, indeed. That's right. Give them applause. We'll love that. This is a beautiful cast. Look at that. That's really wonderful. We do need to warm them up. So should we do category? Yeah. That's my wife, Kat Coppett, who's she and I have developed signals for things, and it's just amazing. I know exactly what, and we were thinking the same thing. So we're going to start off to warm them up a little bit with a game called Category By, and here's how it works. I'm going to get a category from one of you good folks. I will then point at random to the various improvisers. They will name things in that category. When one of them makes a mistake, somebody out here will shout, "Bye." They'll take a bow, you'll applaud, they'll be eliminated, and the game will go on with a new category. Thank you for asking, sir. What is a mistake? We're not going to get into politics. Absolutely not. But there have been some mistakes made. Let's leave it at that. A mistake in this game would be if you say something that's not in the category, or you say something that's already been said, or you say something that's already been said. What was that?
I was just wondering if we had a leave if that happens.
Yes. No. Absolutely not. We would never ask that. So, not in the category, already been said, or right. Waiting too long, choking. How long is that? You decide. Number 4. This is not a fair game. Anytime you want to shout by, you shout by. Except at me. You can't do that. I know who you are. I know. That kind of, yeah. Okay, so we ready? Could we get our first category, please?
Sesame Street.
I heard Sesame Street.
Oh.
I heard Sesame Street first.
Telly. Gordon. Big Bird.
Cookie Monster. Grover. Grover.
Alex! Take a bow. There it is. Very nice. Next category.
Fried.
Fries?
Just fried things.
Fried things.
I love
Fried things. Like me, for example. Fried things.
Jalapeno.
Shrimp. Potatoes.
Onions. Hash browns.
Deep fried Oreos.
Calamari. Shrimp. Bye.
Bye. That's right. Alex. Jason. What am I? That's Alex. You're Jason. We're off to a great start. All right, next category, please.
Italian foods.
Italian foods.
Parmesan.
Spaghetti.
Linguine.
Calzone.
Deep fried Oreos.
Stuffed shells.
Sam Bornstein. Out of there.
Probably.
There we go. Can we give these good folks a hand right there? Welcome to what you know. You haven't missed a thing. Everything's fine. Very good. All right, next category.
Horror movies.
Horror movies.
Saw. Get Out.
Scream.
Phantasm.
Halloween. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Rosemary's Baby.
That other one with the murderer.
Olivia. Very good. Category.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Exercises.
Jumping jacks.
Pull up.
Squats. High thingy.
Walt Maticki.
Like I look like I know about exercise.
And you too. There is a very large cash prize.
Ooh.
It is not for this game. All right. What is our final category?
Space.
Space, the final frontier.
Mars. Neptune. Jupiter.
Hubble.
The other telescope that we just saw from the space
Sparkly
thing.
things.
Cat Cobbin, around here. Give him a lot of Very good. Wonderful. So I am delighted to introduce our first guest, about whom I know absolutely nothing. Please welcome Ivy. Give it up for her. Here she is. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Have a seat right there. So, Ivy, I know that you arrived here with a friend and oft-time participant around here, William. That makes me think perhaps you're local?
I live in Gloversville.
Gloversville. Is Gloversville local?
It's about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was just trying to establish like the world view. Some folks would say Gloversville is absolutely local, and others would say no. So I wonder where you are with that.
I don't mind the drive. It's very pretty.
It's
drive.
good?
Yeah.
Cool. So I don't want to get into the mundane, like what do you do for a living and all of that. What is your very favorite thing in the world?
My family. I
Your
love my
family?
family.
Ah, that's so nice to hear. You have a fair number of family members living around here?
My entire family lives up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just moved back here last year. I was in Virginia for 17 years. So I moved back here to be closer to them.
17 years in Virginia, and now you're back in the area.
Yep.
You know, we don't usually do this early, but you grew up with this fairly good-sized family?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a fairly good-sized family right here.
Yeah.
When you think about eating dinner with the family when you were growing up, what age pops into your mind?
Probably like 10 to 12.
10 to 12. What we would like to do is present for you dinner at home with the family when you were 10 or 12, and you get to cast to this.
Okay.
The important thing is that we know nothing except names, in some cases ages, being played by the various people, but don't give us any more than that.
Okay.
All right, so can we bring the cast right on? This is something we normally do after we've established a little more, but your family popped right up. This has got to be it, right? So, so if you guys would just kind of line up for the casting process here, or wander over there. That's fine too. So Ivy, who would you like to play you? 10 or 12 years old. Let's pick one. 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy at 10. Who's that in this group?
Do you want to play me?
I would love to. I'd be honored.
Olivia, you're playing Ivy. Absolutely wonderful. And who else would have been at the table?
Mom and Dad, my grandparents, and I at the time had 3 siblings.
We can almost cover it, but not quite. So we're going to have to do a little creative casting here. But Mom and Dad, clearly, who would you like to play Mom?
Will you play Mom?
Absolutely.
Great. Kat's
Mom's
going to,
name?
and Mom's name was
Marie.
Marie. Great. And Dad?
Tom.
Tom.
Mhm.
And who would you like to play Tom?
My wonderful friend on the end, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Walt, you are Tom. Kat is Marie.
Yes.
Olivia's Ivy. Great. Now, we can't fill it all, but we can get close. So let's do grandparents. Okay.
You probably would make the best. My grandmother.
And what was Grandma or Gram or what did you call her?
Graham.
Graham? Okay. And what's her actual name?
Winnie.
Winnie. Winnie Graham. That's Jennifer playing Winnie or Graham. Great grandfather? Not great grandfather.
It was probably great.
Grandfather.
James.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Who's left? Okay, we
in
have
the middle.
right.
Sure.
Jason in the pink shirt.
Sure. I was trying to figure out
James,
what color.
grandfather.
James.
Now we have room for 2 siblings here if we just do conventional casting. So who were your siblings?
Both female.
That's okay. We can
Okay.
cross those gender lines. Fine. You saw the rainbow flag on the building. We're right?
Okay.
So who's who? Who's Katie? Raise your hands again if you're not cast so we know. Okay.
So you would probably make a good Katie.
And how old was Katie when you were 10?
5.
5.
Okay.
Katie.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Sam. And Alex will play
Lee.
Lee. How old was Lee when you were 10?
3.
3. All right, great. So let's just review so we know that the actors know who they are,
I'm Ivy, I'm about 10.
right?
I'm Mom, Marie.
We're going down.
Yeah, we're just going down the line.
I'm Katie and I am 5.
Yay.
I'm James, the grandfather.
I'm Lee, I'm 3 years old.
I'm Winnie, aka Grandma.
I'm Tom, Dad.
Beautiful. Okay, now here's how this works, Ivy. In improv, we say that anything somebody, one of the improviser says or does, that's an offer, right? And they're going to start making offers. If they get something absolutely right, we want you to just hit the bell to give them the cue. That's correct. So let's just do a little tech rehearsal. Perfect, just like that. If they don't get it absolutely right, please give them the universal buzzer sound of disapproval. Can you do that? Just like that. That's perfect. Okay, and please be merciless. We want to get it right. I will remind the actors, please make one offer at a time. Wait for either the ding or the buzz before the response to that offer.
Can I ask
Good.
just one more question?
Sure.
We've got Grandma and Grandpa, or whose parents are they?
Oh, that's a great
Oh,
question.
Tom's.
Tom's parents. Thank you
Tom's
very much.
parents. Very good.
Mom.
Good ass.
Tom.
And if you guys can, really is kind of like a family dinner. Yeah, try to grab any more seats that you can so we have enough, or approaching. You want to bring one of the great chairs? There we go. They're way ahead of me. They know what they're doing. Very good. It's kind of like Thanksgiving, where you go and you scour the place. Very good. Okay, and without any further furniture moving or ado, let's see Dinner at Ivy's.
Hey, Mom.
Is that right? Okay, so give it a, there we go, very good.
Hi, Ivy. I hope your dad has made a nice dinner for us. Don't sit down yet. It's going to be at least an hour till dinner.
How's that? That's right too, very good. Okay, great.
I have a lot of homework, even though I'm only 10.
Is that correct? Yeah.
I know you're a very studious young lady. I'm very proud of you.
We got to develop half a ding.
Thanks, Mom. I need to do my homework, like right now.
Yeah, okay, great.
Well, go away. I'm overwhelmed.
Yes.
I just got home from work, and are you overwhelming your mother?
Is that right?
No.
Oh, I am hungry. I hope I don't have to wait an hour.
Would you like to make dinner?
No, I would not.
I'm sorry about that. I love you. I'm just overwhelmed.
I love you.
Dinner ready!
Is that right?
Hey, we're here and we brought a pot roast.
No.
Graham and I are here and we're very hungry.
There we go.
Tommy, you're my pride and joy. Give me a hug.
Is that right?
Hey, Tom.
Is that right?
Hey, Dad, give her a break. She's doing her best.
Stand up straight, Tommy.
Is that right? Yeah.
Win, come here. I have to tell you the latest gossip.
Oh, crap, I'm in trouble now.
And the gossip is going on in the corner, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep, ding it for them so they know, yep, there we go.
Mom, Lee keeps asking me things about kindergarten, but she's not big enough to know about kindergarten yet. Kindergarten's for big kids.
I want to know. I want to know about school.
Is that
Go.
right? Yeah.
Hey, you two, come sit down.
It's okay. Yeah.
I don't want to sit down.
I will sit down because I'm well behaved.
No.
I will not sit down also.
Here are some lollipops.
I will sit down.
Is that right? Yeah. Good.
It's very clear, Tom, that Ivy is by far the best child you have.
Is that right?
Well, it's wrong to pick a favorite, but I heartily and vocally agree.
Yes.
Well, you know, I love them all. I love them all. God bless them.
I've made my specialty chicken cordon bleu.
Wow.
Yeah, that was actually a good guess.
That's a good guess.
Mom, I don't like chicken.
I know, but it's all I can make. I know, but I have to rotate the dishes. There's always something someone doesn't like.
Good.
And don't worry, I brought a lasagna. I brought a pot roast. I brought a turkey. We should eat the thing that she made.
There are children starving in Rotterdam. Eesh.
All right. Thank you, Cass. So I got the impression, because the grandparents there made an offer several times that they were coming in for dinner, but I got the impression they lived with you. Is that, which way did it work?
They lived with us for a while, and then they had moved out and gotten their own place, but it was like 3 doors down.
3 doors. So it was really
Close.
like close family. Yeah. So how was it growing up in this fairly good sized, very close family? Was it, I imagine, I'm hearing it as being like really supported, and is that the way it was, or do I totally have it wrong?
Yeah, when I was younger, my family was very supportive, and we were very close, and we ate dinner together a lot. My grandmother actually was a terrible cook and could burn water somehow. So that's why I was like, no. Because she actually did manage to burn water one day. I don't know how that was possible.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That takes some skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to have a supportive family if the grandmother can't cook, right? It just
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Which is surprising because she had 9 kids. And they did the cooking because she couldn't cook whatsoever.
So you had, I'm guessing, aunts and uncles around the area, really a clan in the area. Is that right?
A few. A lot of them moved out of state for jobs, and they got married and had family elsewhere and things.
So now you're back 17 years in Virginia, you're back in the area. Good choice?
Some days. I mean, I met William.
Oh, hey, there we go. That's very nice.
Yeah.
If you were going to tell me about a perfect day, what would that be like?
Oh, I love days at the lake.
Excellent. What would you do?
Well, today we had my niece's birthday. She turned 2, and we all got together at, we went out to Delta Lake, which is from here probably about 3 hours. So it's been a long day, but I very much enjoy getting together with my family, and we are teaching the girls how to swim. So I have 2 nieces, one's 5 and one's 2.
Nice.
And then my 5-year-old niece brought her friend who's the same age. Actually, no, she's 6. And so my older sister came. She's 10 years older than I am. And, you know, I haven't seen her since last year, and her birthday's coming up, so that was really nice. And my aunt and uncle were up from Florida, and because they had moved to Florida a few years ago, they retired. And so they're actually doing a countrywide tour for their 50th anniversary right now.
Oh, nice. How are they touring?
By car. They're just driving.
I would love to see a little bit of that trip. Could we see, what are their names?
Ann and Tony.
Ann and Tony touring the country by car.
You're taking the next shift.
Yes.
Eh.
No.
He actually does all the driving. She doesn't.
Oh, do you want them to adjust that? We don't have to keep playing the dinger buzzer game if you don't want to, but if you do, that's fine. Would you like them to switch places?
If they would like.
Okay.
It's up to you. Do you want to play?
Oh, it's up to you. It's up to you. If you really feel like you've got a buzzer ding, go for it. Other than that, they're just going to do their own impression.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. Beautiful.
I am taking the next shift. And this shift.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. It's vast, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's hot. The AC is still not working.
No, it is not.
It's an older car.
The salesman said, let's get power windows, and I said no.
New Teslas are so strange.
Love the options, though. A lot of options.
Just wish the damn AC worked in this.
Yeah! How y'all doing? I like your newfangled car.
Ouch!
Thank you.
You're riding so fast.
We're touring the country. I thought I'd get a nice fast steed that could get me there in just a few months.
The salesman said we can add more speed to your car, and I said no.
Your cup holder is empty. Your cup holder is empty.
I'll put my purse in you,
Your
I guess.
cup holder is empty.
Here.
Yeah, you can't let it be empty.
Joking. Joking.
It's only built for cups, I guess. I don't.
How does it know?
I don't. That's technology.
Where do you think they're headed, Ivy? What's their next big stop on the tour here? Apparently in a hot part of the country.
I mean, they were in Texas at one point. So.
Texas? Yeah.
We'll just have to stop and get a big gulp or something. Just pull over to one of these roadside stands. We need to get gas anyway, since you only opted for the 5-gallon tank.
The salesman and I, you know.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah. I just didn't want to get taken advantage of with all the features. And it's an expensive car.
Okay, well, let's get an inexpensive big gulp to put in your expensive car's thing, so it'll stop yelling at me. It's so dusty.
Hey, welcome to the slushy house.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Would you like to buy a gun?
And scene! Wow, that's really,
Bravo.
yeah. We just have a few more minutes because, as you know, we're going to be talking to a couple other people. I'm curious, was that sort of like the dynamic between your aunt and uncle?
So my uncle is incredibly frugal.
Really?
So that's perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
My aunt has gotten very used to it because they've been married for 50 years, so she just kind of,
Yeah. Just peace.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool. Where do you land on the frugal or to spendthrift kind of scale?
So I focus on values-based living, which is actually like choosing what you value in life and putting your money in those categories.
Love it.
Yeah.
What's the what are the big values?
For me, I spend money on my family, obviously.
Yeah.
I travel quite a bit, and I do a lot of charity work.
A lot of charity work. Family, travel, charity.
Yeah.
still just got one pile of money.
Well, I've decided I want to divide it into 3 piles.
What's most important to you?
Well, family,
Mm-hmm.
travel, and spreading it around, giving it to others, charity, I guess we call it. So when I'm born, I don't think I need a lot when I'm born. Just enough to grow up healthy and to maybe not too much so that I recognize the value of money.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you could sort of give it to me as I grow, sort of acquire it so that I can spend it as it comes along.
Well,
Can we arrange that?
I've assigned you a caseworker for when you're to prep you for going down there.
Oh, okay. I thought you're handing me off to. This is a very bureaucratic process.
Well, I'm more of a regional manager. I'll let you two get to
Is
that.
she up to date?
Oh yes, I've read the files.
Oh, yes. So I have these 3 piles of money, and I want them to be for family, for travel, and then for charity.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is this going to be enough to buy a partner and children? Do you think?
I think you might want to think about combining these all into one big pile and blowing it on something you really want.
Like a Tesla?
Sure.
No. See.
Because otherwise you're just kind of going to get something mediocre in each pile. Rather than one thing that's the best.
Well, I suppose there's a way that I could travel with my family and do good works. Is that what you're suggesting?
If they have their own piles, then yes, but if not, that's not going to get you all very far.
It's sort of hard to know before I get down there how it's all going to work.
Yes, I know. Here's the thing. When you're down there, you'll just know what's important to you. You'll just feel it here, in your gut.
Yeah, see, I don't think so, because when I've been watching the videos of people down there,
Yeah.
and they do not seem to know what they want. They spend all their time being distracted and yelled at to spend their money on things that do not make them happy and that are not aligned with what they actually want. So I would really like to figure this out now, sign the contract, and then just have it taken care of.
But that's because they don't have me with them. I'm going to stick with you the whole time. Right there over your shoulder. Making sure you're listening.
What's your name again?
Gertha.
All right.
Or Natalie.
Oh, no.
I think you should buy a Tesla.
She's going to wait till she gets down and then figure it out based on her gut.
Cool. All right, road trip. This will be fun for us.
I've heard about you too, Devil Angel.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not quite as clean cut as that.
All right.
Not us. I'm going down with her.
La.
No,
Listen,
but
we
you
got it.
do.
Listen,
All right,
we
see
got it.
you at the birth.
I think she should buy a Tesla.
Of course you think she should buy a Tesla. You probably think she should buy a Tesla and drive it to Vegas.
I do.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Do you have those voices?
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody does.
Everybody does, yeah. I guess that's really true.
I do not own a Tesla.
Very good. Last question. What's the best piece of advice you ever got?
Oh.
Don't buy a Tesla and go to Vegas.
Yes. Best piece of advice I ever got. Actually, so I had somebody tell me one time that when you are considering making a major purchase, every time you use it, detract $5 from the value. And if you can't detract $5 from the value, then it's not worth making the purchase. Like if it's not going to last long enough to justify that $5 subtraction every time you use it, then it's not worth the purchase.
Wow. It's a whole new outlook. I'm amazed. Oh, we have a response. Okay.
Clang. Clang, clang.
Did you find it finally?
Yes. Come here, come here. Grandpa always told us about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is it. Like, this is all that's left.
An original Nintendo.
All right, thank you. Ivy, we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Well, Ivy, we learned a lot. There's no question. And we're about to learn more. Now, and very often, I interview people I don't know at all. I know this next person somewhat, but I'm always astonished by what I learn. Please welcome our friend Kara. Here we go. Thanks for joining us. You've been on this stage
A few times, yeah.
a few times, classes and the odd show here and there and so forth. And you know, I don't usually like to go right to employment because it's like the boring, that's our cultural thing.
Yeah,
Why do you do?
But
Yeah.
you know what I do.
I know, and it's really cool and interesting.
It
So
is.
maybe you can tell all of us about that.
Yeah, I've worked in museums for the past, my current job for be 15 years this August, but like 20 years, which is weird because it's time.
Time does pass.
Yeah, time,
Yes, it
time
does.
is weird. And
The 7 dwarves are running around here. Don't worry.
but specifically, I've worked in history museums.
So where are you now?
I'm at this New York State Museum in Albany right
Yeah,
now.
see, I envy that.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest
Yeah,
places.
most people
Right.
do.
Yeah, and specifically, most of what I know about your job is actually from social media. I see you post various things.
Oh yeah, I do that, don't
You
I?
do, and it's all cool. What do you do there? Like, what's the thing?
So we kind of keep track of the stuff, the artifacts we have. We document it, so we have the information in our database, so we can, have it, find it both physically and also like the information about it in case we're doing exhibits or another museum wants to do an exhibit. Or...
So what's the best part for you about? I'll hold
Okay.
that question.
Can anybody read my plaque?
On the other side of you?
It's down there.
I think there's a mosaic on that end of the gallery. Maybe you can ask it.
Hey, Mo!
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 Whoa.
Mo!
What?
Can you read my plaque from there?
Well, my face is spread across about 17 different broken parts. It's a little hard, and it says it's,
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask you, is that painful?
Oh yeah, existence is pure agony. Came into the world this way.
Sorry.
Living this way. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're
Nobody
welcome.
even looks at this thing.
We don't talk enough, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think it says Mastodon Hunter.
Oh.
It says Hunter.
I think so.
E-R, Hunter.
It's a very common name these days, though.
Not Huntress.
No, it does. It says Hunter.
Could anybody explain that to me? I am not wearing any clothes.
very progressive of them, I'll say that much.
Exactly.
But also, maybe the gender neutrality is intentional.
I was gonna say, but I didn't know, like, specific, because it's a complicated, I'm gonna...
But then you should say hunt person. Or hunt hominid. I don't know, I'm a badger.
So,
Strangely real.
strangely real.
Yeah. Well, because we have
You're saying that they do talk. Only because it's Carol would I do that. I would never make fun of anybody.
I can't confirm that they do, but I'm not convinced they don't. Everything's a little haunted, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in that like new style, international style building, it's still.
Is that what you're?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
Rockefeller style building.
The building is fine. Most of our exhibits are like from the 70s, so it's. But we have like life groups that were actually modeled after like real people. Like staff would get like their cast made. And
wait a minute, what?
So life figures, what you would call mannequins.
In like the dioramas there.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were staff members who.
Yeah, staff members and their families. I figured this isn't normal for people.
Quit moving, Sammy.
We're gonna be in the little train section?
Yes.
I've always wanted to be one of the guys in the little train section.
You're a conductor. Hold on. Okay, I've got the arm just right. Let me shake.
I need to
There we go. Oh, okay.
Daddy, I need to pee.
Oh.
No. You're the most important part. You're there to greet the conductor as they come back to town. All right, here we go. I got another one for you. Here we go. Oh, there we go.
Jane, do you think you can hold it, maybe?
Okay, but we've been here for a really long time.
Yeah.
Most importantly, I've made you very tall.
Janie, we're staying.
I made you both look so good. Look, you're tall. This conductor has better hair. Sorry. And now, you're ready to welcome people to the West as they come across on the train.
Yay!
Woo! Okay, so we can drop these poses?
No. I need welcoming faces. Okay. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Mom said you were going to take me to the zoo.
In a way, everything is a zoo.
Wait! Mom's coming here? Great, I need more civilians!
No, you can't have Mom and Dad in the same room anymore.
It's
That's
true,
just a
there was an agreement.
You know, that's not so different from the conductor and their partner.
We'll put them to rest. All right. So, I doubt it was really like that.
Well, they would take, a cast of like
Of the face.
of the face, and so like there's a couple people who are like, oh yeah, Ed Brown is this person and that person in such and such
Sure.
exhibit, and that's so and so.
So that's like the secret menu at McDonald's.
It is. It is. It's exactly like that.
Like that.
You just take a piece from here, a piece from that, and all of a sudden you have.
That Akwesasne hunter is actually Uncle Mo. That kind of thing.
So,
Yeah.
You want me to put my face in this vat of frying oil?
Yes,
No, I don't think that's very healthy.
quick, before it cools off.
I don't think amateurs should like that.
No, please.
Won't it melt my face off?
No.
How long have you been working here?
Oh, I don't work here.
So what's the most important thing to you? There is a mission here. I mean, you're doing important work, right?
Yeah.
So what's the most important thing to you about that work?
It's really to inspire people, but also inspire them to learn on their own. Because that's one thing that's great about seeing school groups come in, is that we like trick kids into learning. and they don't even know it. Museums are great like that.
Yeah.
Because you're learning through an experience rather than through a book or a lecture or
Sure. I'm all in favor. That's the way I think all learning should be for kids like that. I don't know, I'm learning, I'm just doing this stuff and having fun.
Yeah, and they're going to remember, field trips. I remember my field trips to the museum I work at now, which is bizarre.
You do though.
I do.
Yeah.
My very first memory is actually of getting lost in the subway exhibit when really...
This museum?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Oh, it was probably maybe 4 or 5, somewhere like that.
Pretty traumatic.
I mean, it wasn't, because then I had more memories of the same museum that weren't as traumatic. Although looking at, so the way the museum is set up, it's very maze-like.
Yes.
I still get lost in it now. So really, my memory is of getting lost, but really it was getting lost because our parents, my brother and I, our parents turned a corner and we couldn't find them because
Figuratively or literally? Just kidding. Never mind.
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Mom! Mom! Where are you?
Shelly?
Yes,
Shelly, where are you?
I'm up here. Can you hear my voice?
Shelly?
Yes, Mom?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Wait.
Yes, sweetie.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Wait.
walk towards my voice.
But come get, I can't walk anywhere. The doors are closed and they won't open.
Okay,
Wait.
well,
Where am I in all this?
David?
Mom?
David?
Shelly?
Okay,
Mom?
walk towards my voice. I'm right next to, do you remember Uncle Ed?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm right next to his mastodon hunter picture, sculpture.
I remember seeing it, I just don't remember the geographic context.
It's right next to the subway.
Oh.
The museum will be closing in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Please make your way to the exits.
Mom, can you hear that? Mom!
Shelly?
No, that wasn't me.
Amelia?
Oh my God!
Amelia!
They said this place is haunted. Do you think some child got stuck here and never got out?
All I know is we have to be out of here in 8 minutes or everything's gonna come to life and eat us.
What?
What?
Wait, did I say that out loud?
What kind of museum did you bring us to?
Never mind, just walk towards my voice.
Wait till Dad hears about this. I'm so hungry.
Where is Dad?
Susan?
Dad?
Yep, that's me.
Ralph, what are you doing here?
Well, I remember when I said I left my sweatshirt in the car? The car's not there anymore.
Okay, I have a quick question. If the mannequins and everything that comes to life, does that mean is the uncle out? Is his mannequin going to be more like a hunter or more like him?
That's a very good question.
Mom, are we in another dimension?
What time is it?
My watch isn't saying numbers.
Westworld protocol starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. May God have mercy on your soul. Is it again?
All right. That's just a typical night at the New York State Museum.
It is.
Yeah. You probably do get lost kids pretty often, right?
I don't deal with the public, so I.
Did you check that? I don't deal with the public. That's a great thing.
Sometimes I get bored with dealing with people because artifacts are fine, but every once in a while you need to talk to an actual person, otherwise.
Yeah, it gets kind of.
Yeah, but there's other times where I'm so glad I don't deal with the public.
What makes you say that?
People are terrible to anyone working at in the front-facing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. That mastodon?
Yes.
I would like to purchase that, please, for myself.
Oh, I'm afraid that's not for sale.
No, you don't understand. I would like to purchase it. Do you know who I am? My last name is Golub.
I'm terribly sorry, but we can't sell
I can give you cash right now.
I cannot accept that.
I'm not asking. I'm telling you that I would like to buy the mastodon. Can I speak to your manager, please?
Okay.
I'm telling you, miss, you have to leave the maternity ward right now. I don't care how much you bid, they all belong to someone
But
else.
there's so many of them.
No.
Can't you just think about
No. The babies stay.
Again, my immortal soul is not like something I'm willing to
You know
part
you're
with.
just going to
It's
ruin
just-
it and end up in hell. I've read your
Right.
rap sheet.
It's-
You should
I
just
feel
sell
like
it to me right
that's
now.
it just doesn't
You might as
seem
well
like
enjoy
something
it.
that
Yeah, the 5-gallon Tesla, it's yours.
Yeah, the public can be tough. That's
Yeah.
really true. Although I find here I think a cool thing about here is people are here to have a nice time. So
Yeah.
they kind of walk
Yeah.
in a nice frame of mind. It's great,
Yeah.
right? I haven't had a lot of problems in that department. If you're going to give a younger Kara advice about anything, being an adult, what would you tell, like, little Kara?
Oh, take more risks.
Take more risks.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
everything's going to terrify you anyway, so might as well.
Wow. Yeah.
Those peas look like they could get stuck in my throat.
Honey, those are tiny.
So is my throat.
But you're okay. Those are choking hazard shaped. It's true. It's
is.
true, but they're very small. You need to worry about these grapes. Those are the ones that are going to get you. All right?
Okay.
Peas are fine. Grapes, exactly the same size as your little esophagus, sweetheart. You're going to be okay.
Never eat grapes. Check.
Or, like, chew them. I mean, you have options. All right?
I am going to not eat grapes. Also, the whole never talk to strangers things, Mom, I am going to get a job where I never deal with the public.
That sounds like a really good career move, sweetie.
So, it's not too late. You're a young person.
Yeah.
Right?
I think.
What's the big risk that you should be taking right now? This is where it segues into therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah. Well, I think, honestly and respectfully, a number of years ago, you showed up here to take improv classes.
Oh yeah, that was a big risk.
It was a big risk, right?
And it's paid off, because I didn't expect to find a community.
Aha, but you have.
I did.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing.
Love you guys.
So there was a big payoff.
This is probably, the answer to this is probably not the case, but
Yeah.
I'm crunching this whole time, and I apologize if I miss this. Is there a mannequin in that museum that's based on you?
No. No.
No, this was a while back.
Yeah,
right?
all the mannequins were made in like the 70s, early 80s at least. So.
That would be weird, though.
But if there were a mannequin based on you, which one would you want it to be?
Ooh.
Oh, probably one of the ones in the Ellis Island exhibit. I don't know why. It's just like I like that little corner. It's also neat because like the entrances to most of the exhibits are like, yeah, you see that door? Yeah, it's actually a real door that like when you unlock it, you just go in. It's simple.
It's simple.
Yeah.
No subterfuge. It's just the
Simplicity.
door is a door.
Yeah, sometimes a door is a door.
Right?
And sometimes you have to go through another door to get through the actual door.
migrants arrived on Ellis Island. They found waiting for them a system of organized and disorganized immigration services in terms of registrars and various signatures and side B.
Welcome to Ellis Island. I hope you have your paperwork and identification. Step forward. Welcome to Ellis Island. I hope you have your identification and paper.
Mom?
Oh, Karen, we are out of time. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much for helping us out. I really appreciate it. Give it up for Karen. So we're going to take about a 10-minute break and then talk to Roger. So snack bar is open. Relax. Have a wonderful time. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Very good. Very good. come back after intermission. There's nobody here. It's never happened yet. It's never happened. But I'm very happy to see all your wonderful faces. This summer's a little bit different. Well, isn't everything just a little bit different this year? There's no doubt about it. We're here through July. We're going to be taking shows off for August. We're going to do a little bit of refurbishing, and we're going to move that video stuff up to that corner and move a few seats down here and do various other things. Make what's called a green screen corner over here so that we can play with that, because we're finding the video is a really fun thing to play with the improvisation. And upgrading the snack bar and doing all sorts of things. However, we will keep going on Monday nights with something called workout nights. If you've been watching this and you say, I could do that. Yes, I can. There's no question. And Monday nights from 7 to 9 for $5 or $10, depending on what you want to spend. You can come in and work out as an improviser. If you're highly experienced, you'll find it useful. If you've never done anything whatsoever, we'll make sure that you have some fun and find that useful as well. The whole idea is to just give people a chance to do this stuff because we love it. And we think it's very important that other people do too. So that's that. We'll be back in September with a full slate of shows. Saturday nights doing theater sports, which I won't bother describing right now, but it's a lot of fun. Am I leaving anything critical out? I don't think so. Yeah.
I think you're good.
We're good.
Mopco.org.
That's right. Want to know more? Mopco.org. Do not go to mopco.com. It is a bad place. Bad things happen to people that go there. It's actually, they want $10,000. Can you believe that? $10,000 for mopco.com. Boo! Boo! All right. Our final guest of the evening is Roger. Either way. Either way. That's right. And now keep it going for Roger. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a seat. And I have to tell you that when you're, what, six? Yes. Just walked in and I just got a lovely feeling from this wonderful group of people. You're all family?
All family.
It's family night at the Mopco. Yeah. And one of the younger members of your group said you're from out of the area?
No, we're from Niskayuna.
Didn't you say they were from out of the area?
I don't know if I got enough chance.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Florida resident, though.
Oh, you're a Florida resident. And you, because it's summer here.
That's right.
Are you a snowbird?
I am.
Wow, that's great.
And I do have a Tesla.
But is it a 5-gallon tank Tesla?
It's actually much smaller.
Yeah. here's a few ounces of gas in case. They don't have any. There's no gas.
There's no gas.
Yeah.
Lots of water, though.
A lot of water. Does it use a lot of water?
Well, to clean the windscreen wipers.
Yeah. You like it?
I've enjoyed it. I got it as a gift 3 months ago, and I'm really enjoying it.
Cool. That's great. That's great. So, did you live full-time here before the...
No, I, as you can tell, I have an accent. Came to the United States.
I was thinking Rotterdam, Amsterdam.
Came here 42 years ago to study, and met my wife, and we both studied in the United States.
Yeah.
And my first job was in Texas, in Dallas.
Wow.
And we both went to school in Boston, though, and moved there. And then I worked locally for a company called SI Group. I don't know if people know
Yeah,
the
up
area.
on Balltown Road.
Yep.
Yeah. You did some work for SI, right? Yeah.
With them for 24 years, and then retired at the age of 49.
What am I doing? Go into the arts, folks.
No. By the way, it was very tough doing it. But
tell me about that. What was tough?
I have a wife who's a dentist, and wanted to work, and I think I was the luckiest man alive. They think I'm smart, but I married smart.
So did I. I get that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Marry smarter than you are.
That's right.
There's no question. So you carried all the weight.
She still carries it.
Yeah.
I'm a golfer.
Wow. And yet you don't seem to have a big problem with this one.
Well, life's been beautiful.
Really?
The young lady who sat here earlier, you asked her what was the best advice you ever got. I think the best advice I ever got was make sure you enjoy your time when you're young.
Oh, beautiful.
Make sure you don't get old, because that's when you have a lot and you can't do anything with it.
Right? So you really believe in seize the day and take advantage of
Carpe diem, yeah.
Yeah. So when you're here in the summer, is it an adjustment in terms of seize the day? There must be adjustments.
Oh, I do all the cooking.
Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
And they do come home and say, "What's for dinner?"
Dad, what's for dinner? I'm super hungry.
Well, I haven't actually started yet, but
What?
yeah.
Okay.
I was golfing all day. Fine.
You don't seem to be in a very good mood. I mean, don't let me bother you.
No, it's fine. I need to do this or else I'm never gonna.
I mean, this is like the first time I've seen you since I like moved. So, hi.
Oh, jeez. Yes, that's why this felt weird. Oh, honey. Oh, you look beautiful. The sun suits you. You look great. How's things?
Oh, they're good. I'm just really hungry.
Well, the rice is in the cooker.
Yeah, well, I can help.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Here, as with all things, first fry onions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, what about you, golfing? Have you taken 4 strokes off of your game or whatever the kids say these days?
Thank you. I hit 1 below par on the 3rd hole today.
Oh, I know what that means. Congratulations.
Your mother is finding all of these golf balls that she keeps giving me now.
Oh, like to help your game, or like what do you? Is this a metaphor? Like what do you do?
No, she just finds them and thinks that they're fun.
So like they have like designs on them, or like what?
No, they're usually like the breast cancer awareness month ones. They're like bright pink or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Easier to find on the golf course, right?
You would think.
I would think. Are they not easier to find on the golf course? Bright pink?
Yes.
Cool.
Too much.
Okay.
What?
Too much cooking.
Too much cooking.
I do everything on the grill.
Everything on the grill.
All right, time to get out the matches.
Well, that sounds like you really do adhere to your own philosophy. The grill's pretty simple, easy, enjoyable,
and full of nutrients.
The grill itself, or the
the food that goes
yes,
on.
I understand. Yeah. So I should have gotten a cue from your cap that you're a golfer.
Oh, it's covering the foliage that I don't have on my head.
I'm with you. I remember that back when there was something there. And what is it about golf that you? I tried golf once, and I was astonished that a ball could go straight for a certain distance and then turn left 90 degrees. I was amazed at that. It kind of put me off the whole thing.
Yeah. I took it up very late and in life, and I got mesmerized by the game because it's really quite scientific. I mean, you've got to have the right swing, you've got to have the right body turn. So I just wanted to keep playing golf, and now it's my form of exercise.
So it's kind of about the ideal or the perfection that you're seeking with. Yeah. Is that what your work was like as well? Was it very precise that way?
No, I'm a chemical engineer, so.
You scare me a little bit when you say no and then say chemical engineering.
No, work was developing products, chemical products. So,
Sure.
we make ibuprofen, largest producer of ibuprofen in the world.
Master, I have the collar.
Thank you, Igor.
Should I dump them in?
Yes, right here onto the grill. Are you shooing us away?
Very good.
Yeah.
I had a few like that.
It did?
Oh, there were some crazy scientists.
Yeah. I guess you don't have to be sane to be good at what you do.
No, no. In fact, I was the chief technology officer over there, and I gave a prize every year to the person who blew up a lab.
Wow. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, you're retired, but I would dare to suggest that might have been counterproductive. If people knew that blowing up the lab resulted in a prize.
Well, it did get to a point where there was one particular scientist who kept blowing up his lab, hoping that he did get a prize.
Yeah, did I?
I'll get the chemicals really quick.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
hand it to you carefully.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
Carefully,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep, yep. Okay, here we go.
Because I want that $20 gift card to Applebee's.
Okay, very volatile.
Oh!
Okay, all right, we're going slow.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Oh, look, something distracting over the.
There's fire everywhere!
Oh, we gotta get out of here!
Applebee's, here we go!
Very
Yeah,
good.
that's sort of what I was saying.
Very good.
Yeah. So, your whole family.
By the way, it wasn't Applebee's, it was McDonald's.
I would have thought Burger King because of the grill, you know. But yeah. So, as a dentist and a chemical engineer, it seems like this sort of scientific, technical thing runs in the family.
Yeah. Married 35 years though.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't suppose there's any chance you remember the first time you dated.
I do.
You do?
Yeah. It was very quick dating process. We're from India. You got to realize
Yeah.
that. Met my wife, took her to the Christmas dance, took her to the New Year dance, and got engaged on the 6th of January.
Wow. So it wasn't.
By the way, let me tell you something else.
Yeah.
Look at her, and people think I married her when she was 2 years old.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything. But yeah.
I've had the tough life. She's had very easy.
It's very easy supporting a golfer, isn't it? So it wasn't arranged, but
No.
it was a very rapid courtship.
It was,
Yeah.
and when you know who you want.
I was thinking that you knew, right? Yeah.
Oh, a partridge in a pear tree. Thank you so much. Hello, you're back.
Yes. 2 turtle doves.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. They're French, you know.
Thank you so much. That's lovely.
I don't suppose we can cut this short and maybe just, like say, hey, yes.
Well, No, I think we should. It's only been 3 days.
Hey, did somebody call for a Lord of Leaping? Oh, too soon? Oh, okay.
I think we should. Well.
Okay. All right, you're making me work for it here. All right.
But you know what? You're very cute, and I'm going to say yes. So maybe we should just plan for January 6th, which will be day 12.
Yes.
And those Lords of Leaping could come dance at the wedding.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's do it.
5 gold rings! We're engaged! Just 1 gold ring!
So, yeah, I like the symbolism. January 6th is Epiphany, right? The sudden blinding realization of light. That sounds like that's what you went through.
Yeah.
That's very romantic.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember asking, did you pop the question, so to speak?
Yeah, I had to ask her parents for permission. Very scared that they would say no.
Of course.
Were
they here or in?
No, this was in India. I was here.
Right.
They were still in India. She
So
was
did
still
you
in India.
did you have to travel to India to do
Yeah.
this? Wow.
Well, not for that. I used to go to India every Christmas to see my parents.
I
anyway.
see.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
and there were always these big dance. We call them balls, and it was always a place where you met a lot of friends and relatives, and we just hit it off. Yeah.
Yeah. How much did you suffer preparing for that asking permission moment?
I don't, I don't think it was that bad because I had to do it. I walked up there, and when I asked her parents, they stuttered for a little while, and I said, "Oh gosh," but then they said, "Okay." They agreed. I was.
I was really thinking.
I used to look. I used to look a lot better than this, by the way.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right. I think it's fine, really. So that was not a terrible ordeal.
No, it was. It worked out very well.
Yeah.
And she comes from a very large family. She is here. In fact, her sister is visiting from India right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool. So, if you're showing somebody around this area who's from South Asia, from India, what do you want them to see in particular? Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're taking them to the races tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but the Improv is.
Yeah, we are world famous. Yes. It's funny, during this whole lockdown period, we did end up with students and audience from all over the world, literally. Japan and India and so forth. But it seems to have dwindled now.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It's really unique, and if you look at what you guys do, it's very, very unique.
Thank you. We say the opposite. We say that everyone is making it up all the time. This is what we do. We improvise because you didn't have a script this morning.
No.
Right. So there you go. So you're an improviser, right? It's
Oh, I'm the first one in the Zoom.
Oh, hey.
Hey. How you doing?
Thank you. How are you?
You have your mute on.
I
You have your mute on. I can't hear you.
Oh.
There you go. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I guess we're the first one.
Yeah.
Hello!
Hey.
Good to see you!
Hey.
I am calling from the Ukraine.
Oh.
Oh wow. Wow.
Do they have improv classes over there?
Yes. I am part of an improvisation, and we are also fighting right now.
Like,
you think I am joking, but it is true.
at this very moment?
Well, not right at this very moment, but I go back and forth.
Because in our improv online, we use everything. Whatever happens, we use it in a scene.
Yes, I am teaching.
Are you-
I am teaching my fellow soldiers. Yes, and
Yes.
Are you in a place safe enough right now to be in this? Should you be improvising over Zoom in the middle of Where are you right now? Because it looks like things
Right
are.
now, I am in a very nice place. Oh, and I have a puppy dog here with me. Say hello. I didn't mean to bring the room down.
No.
Yeah. Well, the world has shrunk. There is no
Yeah.
question, right? And I'm personally, I want to see it shrink more. You don't.
Why?
It doesn't look like you accept that. So this is interesting.
But in what?
Why?
Yeah. What do you mean by?
What I mean is that I would love to see the differences preserved, but the acceptance of the differences of different parts of the world expanded. And I think the way to do that is more communication, more travel, more exposure.
I think it's happening here. I think we're seeing a lot of that happen over here.
Yeah. And I guess what I'm saying, I'll go out on a limb, I don't like the phrase melting pot, because that to me is just like everything goes into mush. You know, different cultures have beautiful things about them that should stay, right? And then pick up other things from wherever. I don't know. What do you think? Am I full of it, or is it?
No, again, it's good to preserve what you think is good.
Yeah.
And I also believe change is inevitable.
Yes. Yes.
And there is a lot of change happening in the world. We've got to accept it. We've got to put politics aside, as you said early on in the show. And unfortunately, that's sometimes very hard to do.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Do you see a way out of this current situation we're in? I want you. You're a smart man. I want to see if you've got any ideas that'll help us out here. I'm really serious, actually.
I think we need more women in power.
Yeah.
I think looking around, there'd be a lot less violence if we had that happen. And I think we need, and forgive me for saying this, I think we need a lot more young people to get involved.
Thank you.
The country, I believe, is getting filled with more people who are stuck in their ways, and you can see that in politics, and that has to change.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement with you. What I love about that is that what you're talking about, it doesn't matter if you're left or right. You're talking about a shift in the paradigm, in the system itself, in terms of, right?
Well, I think simplistically, the world is filled. America has made its name with innovation. And innovation starts with people thinking outside the box. You've got these guys like Elon Musk, and I have a Tesla, by the way.
Yes.
But the more young blood that you have, and just helps that happen quicker.
Although, you know, I have to admit that Kat and I, you know, Kat runs a consultancy, and then we have this theater, and sometimes we have to train ourselves to think inside the box, because we're but let's see what's happening.
I was thinking, in order to crush the patriarchy, I'm gonna paint my nails pink. Like extra pink this time. And I think Sally's bringing over the hot red, so I might do my toes so I can stomp the patriarchy.
Okay, well, I thought what I might do to crush the patriarchy is, I'm a little stuck because I already feel like it's been integrated. I mean, I'm gonna be 10 next month, so I feel like I might be a little bit over the hill, but I'm gonna ask my 6-year-old sister. I've tried to protect her a little bit. Like, I haven't given her any of the Peanuts cartoons because I feel like Lucy is portrayed in a way, everybody keeps calling her bossy instead of like as a forward-thinking leader. So I'm gonna try to make way for the younger generation and follow them.
That's awesome, Steph. That's like really cool. I'm gonna stop reading Peanuts. We're gonna go to a rally with my mom this weekend. Do you wanna come?
Oh, I have it on my calendar already.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you want to make popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Great.
I'd love to
That's
see
great.
it. That's
That's
wonderful. Yeah, it is true. Our leaders, so-called, they're all in their 70s, right? It's
One's going to be in his 90s if he gets reelected.
if he gets yeah, and either one. That's right. You know, that was hopelessly over the hill. Yeah, that's tough. So youth, women, that's a good way out, I think, of a lot of what's going on. What would be the advice you would give to you brought members of the next generation who are not children?
That's my son and his fiance. And
But what's the advice to get rid of us old farts who are running things now? How do they
play more golf.
I love that. Yeah. If are you looks, I don't know what they're doing. They're all standing up, but I'm not quite sure why. Yeah.
I want to break you out of here. Really? Yeah, I think we need to return to the old ways.
Yeah. I've noticed that. You know, you people come through here all the time, and you don't look very happy.
No, I think I think we're too progressive. I think we need to return to our traditional ways of being. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hey, are you moving the huntress?
yes?
I know I'm just a badger, but can I,
I'm tired of being badgered by everybody.
The badger finds its way through society by looking forward into the future.
It's on a loop.
I just think progressive thought and is getting us in trouble, and we need to go back to traditional values.
When you say traditional values, what exactly are you thinking?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me.
Oh, okay, sure. Get me out of here. Oh, thank you. That felt good. Okay, so the first thing you want, should we get the badger out of there? No. The first thing you want to do is gather all your women folk. Do you have women folk?
I have an email list.
Oh,
and a
great.
Facebook group.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds like it'll work around a fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make a fire, and all the women will gather around it. And we'll talk about what we need. We'll listen to each other.
Listening?
Yeah. We'll listen.
Oh, that's new. Okay, I mean old. Good.
But you don't have listening anymore?
Not so much.
Oh. But that's the whole key to everything. You got to be able to listen.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. And then we collaborate. You have collaboration, right?
The badger lives in a collaborative system with other badgers.
I'm a female badger if that counts for anything. And I listen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a shot.
Oh,
Come on over.
Oh, thank you. So we're gathering around the fire, and we're going to talk about our issues, and then we're going to listen to one another, we're going to collaborate, and then together we're going to come up with a solution.
Okay.
Okay? Sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Should I go first?
Sure.
Okay. My problem is it gets very cold in the winter.
We could go down to Florida.
Where's Florida?
South.
Oh, okay, that sounds warm. Okay, let's do that.
It'd be great if there was a drug to help with pain, like aches and pains that you could take as like a relief.
Ibuprofen?
Yeah.
Is that made from plants?
That's the right one. You just mix a bunch of chemicals. I'm not sure it works. People much smarter than me do it, but you can just like get it on a shelf.
I know some reckless scientists we could enlist.
Okay. All right. So we're going to stay warm and get rid of our aches and pains. Let me ask you something. How, in your time, how do you get rid of the men?
Get rid of the men?
Yeah. So they don't mess everything up. Get them out of the way.
Well, how do you get rid of the men?
Oh, we sent them on a hunt.
We have fake hunts where they have sticks and little balls, and it's sort of like hunting.
Let's send them on that.
Well, okay.
All right, great. So once they're out playing with their little sticks and their little balls, then we'll get back to work on our problems.
I knew you were the right person to come to.
All right, thank you.
That's my story in a nutshell.
That's your story in a nutshell. You captured the essence of Roger's story. That's wonderful. So, last question, Roger. I don't ask this of many people, but I think you've got what it takes. What's the worst decision you ever made? You don't have to answer, by the way, in front of all these good people, but if you choose.
What's the worst decision I ever made?
I think you've made a lot of great decisions in your life, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it was, I didn't get the hot pink golf balls. I would accept that.
Well,
But
I have to tell you, nothing really bothers me. So at the end of the day, even if it was a bad decision, it wouldn't bother me in the least.
Wow.
Because life just goes on.
That's beautiful. That's totally beautiful.
Janine, I think my 8-ball's broken. Watch this. 8-ball, should I blow something up? It's all good. Every answer, it's like 8-ball, should I steal a car? Please do.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, maybe the 8-ball's onto something?
Wow. Just gonna park my Tesla right here and leave the keys on the top.
I love that we play with our magic 8-ball outside of the 7-Eleven. I knew this would come in handy. Okay. All right, okay.
Are you really
Come on. Remember? It tells us what to do. No bad decisions. Just get in.
What?
Your cup holder is empty.
So this philosophy, actually, our philosophies are very much aligned. We say around here in the world of improv, celebrate failure.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Give it a try. And if you fail, so great, celebrate. And there's learning. There's all sorts of things that can come from it.
I took a golf lesson once, and the lady told me, if you have a bad shot, just brush it off.
That's it.
That's it.
And be. It sounds like you're very much into the here and now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. This guy, he's got a lot going.
I do, I think.
Yeah. Could we just see one final, maybe sort of collective poem? You've got the feeling of Roger here. Maybe just a summation of what you understand, cast.
Brush it off, 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 brush it off.
No.
Brush it off, brush it off, brush it off, brush it off, brush it off.
No. No.
Bad decisions. No bad decisions. No bad decisions. No bad decisions.
Christmas, New Year's, marriage. New Year's, marriage. New Year's, marriage. Christmas, New Year's, marriage.
Even an explosion gets a gift card. Even an explosion gets a gift card. Even an explosion gets a gift card. Gift card from an explosion.
And there they are. All right. Marcus, thank you so much.
That's great. That is fabulous. That is unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, now for the company, I'm Roger. Thank you all. Yeah. If you had a good time tonight, please do tell your friends. Use social media. Say it in person. There's actually word of mouth is a real thing. You can actually talk to people without a computer. And if you did not have a good time tonight, please be quiet, very, very quiet. All right, thank you all very much.